Besides being considered two influential politicians who are friends, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin are two tycoons who have amassed immense fortunes in their careers. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. Cars. Both politicians are completely passionate about beautiful vehicles, but who has the most luxurious garage? Trump, for example, once owned a Ferrari F430, which he sold at auction in 2017 for $280,000. Another vehicle that has passed through the businessman's garage is a Lamborghini Diablo VT, a very exclusive machine that costs around $420,000. As a gift to the First Lady, Trump bought a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, a super sports model worth a whopping $450,000. A classic model among American millionaires that he has been seen driving is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, which, depending on the version, costs up to $460,000. Meanwhile, many sources claim that Putin has a vast collection of cars of his own in his garage. But the big boss of Russia has declared only simple cars that do not attract much attention, such as the ZAZ 968 model and the Lada Kalina Sport, as his own assets. As president, he is entitled to use great state cars, such as the Russian Urus Senate L700, a big, Rolls-Royce-looking car with a sophisticated interior, which costs about $300,000. Another vehicle Putin has used many times is a Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman, a 21-foot-long armored luxury machine with a 530-horsepower V12 engine. The interior of the car is designed for two main occupants and two more sitting in front of them, a layout to provide plenty of comforts. No wonder that to enjoy such a limousine, one has to fork out approximately $1.5 million. As Putin enjoys more expensive cars, he wins this round. Point for the Russian. Aircraft. The two tycoons don't skimp on luxury and security when it comes to traveling, but which of them has the best means of air transport at his disposal? Vladimir Putin, for example, owns an impressive 50 jets. Although he doesn't officially own them, as he is the country's sole political power, he can act as if the state's air vehicles were really his. One of his jets, the Dassault Falcon 7X, is considered one of the most technological jets in the world, with a capacity of up to 16 passengers. No wonder this machine costs about $40 million. Another of Vladimir's aircraft is an Ilyushin IL-96, which can carry up to 300 passengers, but has been customized to the president's taste. Just one of the cabins of this transport is valued at $11 million, as it was equipped with top-quality materials, and the bathroom is also all gold-plated. The estimated price of this treat? Around $50 million. Not counting the various helicopters always at the disposal of the head of state. Meanwhile, Trump has a fleet of aircraft, having already declared 3 units of the Sikorsky S-76 model. Located in New York, Florida, and Scotland, the helicopters are an exclusive convenience for the executives, members, and VIP guests of Donald Trump's company. The helicopters have undergone interior renovations, equipped with sophisticated gold-plated hardware and comfortable finishes. Each one usually costs $7 million, for a total of $21 million. When it comes to aircraft, the simplest model the businessman owns is a Cessna Citation X, a medium-sized, high-speed twin-engine jet capable of comfortably carrying up to 9 passengers. It is often used by Trump when he needs agile transportation without neglecting comfort. No wonder the aircraft is valued at $23 million. For longer journeys, the businessman relies on his private Boeing 757, a very common model for commercial flights. The aircraft, in its traditional layout, can carry up to 280 passengers, but it has been refurbished to become a veritable mansion, meeting all of Donald Trump's requirements. The turbines, for example, were replaced with Rolls-Royce ones, and the seat belts were plated in 24-karat gold. The jet was divided into the following areas: cabin with armchairs for relaxing and watching a movie, with a TV for each bed; dining room; main lounge with a 57-inch television; a guest area with a sofa that turns into a bed; and Donald Trump's comfortable bedroom with a bed, armchair, and TV, as well as a bathroom with a gold-plated shower and sink. The estimated price of this customized aircraft capable of carrying 43 people is $100 million. It's not for everyone, is it? And because he has more luxurious aircraft, Donald Trump is the one who wins this round. Point for the American. Overspending. Both political leaders have plenty of money to buy whatever they want, but who has the most extravagant spending? Trump, for example, invests in holiday properties, such as an inn in Virginia called Albemarle Estate. The 25,800 square foot mansion in classic Georgian style is reminiscent of a charming, traditional English home. The resort was designed to embody modern luxury while retaining unique historical details such as 1760 Waterford crystal chandeliers, hand-painted plaster ceilings, and wallpaper. Complementing the luxury of the property are manicured English gardens, fishing ponds, and an outdoor swimming pool with a hot tub. All the accommodations offer breathtaking views of the Virginia vineyards. The property also offers a pool table in the library, a private movie theater, a 24-hour gym, and a wide range of outdoor activities. And of course, the place offers great experiences with the wines produced in the region. To stay at Trump's property, you'll need to shell out around $500 a night, and who knows, maybe you'll bump into the former president there. Another property in Donald Trump's portfolio that is a destination on his days off is Le Château de Palmiers, a beachfront property in the French city of Saint Martin, located on a Caribbean island. There are 2 villas on site, one of which faces the beach with 6 bedrooms and the other overlooks the garden with 4 bedrooms. The elegantly designed villas have a spectacular heated swimming pool, tennis court, gym, spa, and dining rooms. When Trump is not on location, Le Château becomes a private resort with total privacy and guaranteed fun. Guests can enjoy accommodation with chef-prepared meals and relaxing massage services, all for up to $60,000 a week. And the former president's natural Caribbean paradise is worth around $25 million. Vladimir Putin, for his part, has an impressive nautical fleet. One of his vessels is the yacht Le Fan, a huge 177-foot-long boat, which was purchased by Putin's administration department in 2011. It is a fully functional seagoing vessel capable of making transatlantic voyages covering more than 4,000 miles, comfortably accommodating up to 12 guests on board. And the amount paid in the purchase of this high-end vessel has not been disclosed, but some sources put the approximate price at $40 million. Another vessel that supposedly belongs to the president is a yacht called the Graceful, which was ordered with special features, such as a 49-foot-long indoor swimming pool that can be converted into a dance floor. The yacht also has a helipad at its rear for ease of travel, a panoramic elevator, a balcony with gym equipment overlooking the sea, an outdoor hot tub, and plenty of sophistication in its decor to accommodate 15 VIP guests. And of course, the master suite is worthy of a palace, with a luxurious marble-tiled bathroom. To get an idea, it is estimated that it takes an average of $7 million a year to maintain this vessel, which is worth around $100 million. And since they have a habit of spending their fortunes in very different ways, let's consider this round a draw. Point for both. Real estate. Great tycoons like Trump and Vladimir Putin may live in many lovely places, but which of them owns the most expensive real estate? Trump, for example, owns a property called Seven Springs, a mansion where he usually spends a few seasons with his family. Located in the town of Bedford, in the state of New York, on an impressive 121 acres, the mansion has 49,000 square feet of built area. It's a real castle with Georgian architecture, with 60 rooms and 15 luxurious bedrooms. Surrounded by nature reserves and with a lake by the side of the house, the place serves as a refuge for Trump from the hectic cities. And the exact value of this property is highly disputed, estimated at around $20 million. But Donald Trump's properties don't end there. In his famous New York skyscraper, Trump Tower, Donald has reserved the top 3 floors as his home. From the entrance door alone, you can imagine the luxury of the former president's property, which is made of gold with diamond-encrusted stones. The entire penthouse is decorated with large chandeliers and luxurious furniture, while 24K gold ornaments line the space, from the ceilings and moldings to trays and glasses. Inspired by the Palace of Versailles, the furniture and decoration are in a classic style, with marble coverings. The spacious living room, for example, has works of art on the walls, an imposing white piano, and sumptuous chandeliers, as well as a sculpted, well-lit fountain in the very center of the room. European sculptures and ornaments, as well as chandeliers with candles, are also present in the residence. This is where Donald Trump usually gathers his 5 children and wife on special dates, and also where he receives some guests for important meetings. A private elevator connects the apartment to the former president's office on another floor of the building. But if the businessman or his wife wants to work directly from home, there is an office with a great view of the city and the triplex itself. The entire residence has large glass windows that offer a great view from any room. Located on a busy New York avenue, Trump Tower has also been home to the residences of several celebrities, such as footballer Cristiano Ronaldo and former singer Michael Jackson. In the case of the soccer player's apartment, the decoration featured a strong presence of wood and vintage furniture, and he acquired this property for $18.5 million. But as Trump's triplex is larger and more luxurious, with decoration worthy of a palace, the price is also higher. Some sources claim that Trump and his beautiful wife's house in downtown New York is worth $100 million. After leaving the White House, Donald Trump moved to one of his most luxurious properties, called Mar-a-Lago, located in Palm Beach, Florida. The businessman acquired the property in 1985 and turned it into a private club and spa exclusively for the region's social elite. The main area of the club occupies around 54,000 square feet, but Trump himself has said that his entire property in this location occupies 1 million square feet, making it the largest private area in Palm Beach. And, of course, he has his little corner of the huge property, covering 3,000 square feet. To give you an idea of the grandeur, the development has 126 rooms, some private beaches, and a 20,000 square foot ballroom decorated with $7 million in gold leaf. The price to become a member of this club is around $200,000, excluding annual fees. And some sources claim that Donald Trump's leisure complex is valued at an impressive $160 million. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, has lived for more than 20 years in the official estate called Novo Ogrevo, a mansion which belongs to the state, but which he has chosen to be his permanent home. The main house of the estate was built in the 19th century, and unlike the American White House, the Novo Ogrevo is closed to the public, but this is where the president received Barack Obama. And although Putin does not own the property, according to Russian law, any former president can choose a residence to be his home for the rest of his life. He also owns several other properties throughout Russia, such as an official summer house on the Black Sea coast, where the president can take days off to relax in greater contact with nature. Another place where Putin can enjoy whenever he wants is the Valdayan, a place that, when it is not closed for official business, can receive visitors who pay up to $800 a day. His most expensive property is his luxurious castle, situated on a huge 19,200-acre site on the shores of the Black Sea in western Russia. The address has all the attractions you could possibly imagine, such as an impressive 5-story underground ice hockey rink, a sport the president is passionate about, a 27,000 square foot outdoor greenhouse with various species monitored by gardeners, sculpture-filled walls of greenery, an iconic church amidst the gardens, a 260-foot-long swing bridge, 2 spaces for helicopters on a large helipad, a large tower for communications, a 27,000 square foot guest house, a classical architecture amphitheater under construction where musical concerts or perhaps a gladiatorial battle may take place, several parking spaces and residential buildings where possibly employees live, another dormitory that seems to serve the most privileged positions. To access the beach, there is an underground tunnel with an exit to the sand and a secret room with a window overlooking the sea. The Central Palace alone, where the rooms are located, is 190,000 square feet. One of the officials who worked there, shocked and furious at the luxury of the property, shared important documents about the interior of the castle. With this information, it was possible to make 3D drawings that show what the interior of the mansion looks like quite veritably. The design is classic Italian, with the main room filled with expensive furniture and plenty of decorative items and even gold-plated walls. A real luxury. There is also a huge marble-covered lobby in the palace, where there is a bar to receive guests of the high nobility. Next to this is the majestic theater or concert hall with velvet curtains and a 2-story auditorium filled with sofas and luxurious accommodations. Other rooms in the castle that do not go unnoticed are an intimate room with shisha and a stage for pole dancing, a huge casino room full of gaming tables, an arcade with an electronic dance mat, a meeting space with scale models and a bookshelf with collectible cars, an 82-foot-long swimming pool, a well-equipped fitness center, and many other luxuriously appointed areas. To ensure the protection of this palace, the 17,000 acres of land adjacent to the palace belongs to Russia's Federal Security Service, and interestingly, this entire area was leased until the year 2068. Therefore, access to the tycoon's house by land is practically impossible. To fly over or navigate over this territory, it is necessary to have authorization from the National Security Agency. And with this information, one can already understand that Putin has thought of exactly everything to have a fortress of his own, which would guarantee his own security until the end of his life. Of course, the Russian president has denied that this property is his, but his opponent has made sure to point out several surprising details about Vladimir's secret and luxurious mansion. And the price to own one of the largest and most sumptuous palaces ever seen on planet Earth, worthy of a king, is estimated at $1.3 billion. It is unbelievable! Since Vladimir Putin lives in such valuable real estate, he wins this round. Point for him. Net worth. As two world-famous politicians, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money in their careers. But who has the biggest net worth? Donald Trump, for example, had many people wondering what his fortune was and what his pretensions were to command the greatest global power, given that he was already considered a billionaire. As president, Trump not only gave up his salary of $78,000 a month for donations, but also spent more than $66 million out of pocket to finance his campaign. As host of the reality TV show The Apprentice, the tycoon allegedly earned $427 million from his salary, sponsorships, and licenses over the show's 14 seasons. But his fortune goes far beyond his work in the media. Donald Trump is a businessman with an extensive real estate portfolio, which guarantees him a great income. He owns several hotels around the world, such as the 5-star Trump International Hotel chain in Chicago, Las Vegas, Washington, D.C., Greater New York, and Doonbeg, Ireland, Trump Doral in Miami, Florida, Waikiki in Hawaii, and Turnberry in Scotland. The businessman also owns several golf courses, such as Bali in Indonesia and Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, not to mention his many luxurious residential and commercial buildings. Donald Trump also has a vast network of licensed products, ranging from household items to clothes, jewelry, and sweets. According to Forbes, $170 million of his fortune is generated by products bearing his name alone. In addition, throughout his career, Trump has written a total of 19 books on a variety of subjects, including a golf manual, guides to building a fortune, and even a detective novel. Unlike the big billionaires who have their fortunes publicly exposed by having their assets allocated on the stock exchange, it's not so easy to know what all the former president's money is. However, Donald Trump himself has already announced that his fortune is $10 billion, a much higher figure than many magazines and journalists estimate. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, has a salary of just $112,000 a year. His fortune is much bigger due to the corruption that exists in his country. As he himself has already said, he considers himself the richest man in Europe, since his wealth goes far beyond his material assets. After all, he holds great powers capable of providing him with a luxurious life. He holds under his control, for example, the country's money supply, the powerful military force, and the giant Russian naval, air, and land fleets, all at his disposal. We can then consider that his fortune was not actually built solely on his salary as president, because he controls and enjoys all the wealth his country produces. To give you an idea, Russia's 2020 GDP was almost $1.5 trillion, and his fortune is a percentage of that. And there are sources that claim that Vladimir Putin's secret fortune is actually around $200 billion, an amount so large that it would already place him among the richest men in the world. Assuming that Vladimir Putin really does have such a large net worth, he wins this last round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Donald Trump against 4 points for Vladimir Putin, making him the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you liked the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment. and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.